So as you guys know, your boy's in college. And I've gotten a ton of messages and a ton of people saying, Micah, what do I do in college? Micah, how's it different than high school? Micah, can you give us some tips? Can you give us some stuff? And my response to that right now is yes. But before I get into this video, I'm gonna make you guys and let you guys know that it's gonna be a little bit spotty when it comes to the quality. As you can see, this big old light right here is kind of messing up the angles. When I go closer, the light glares. When I go further, it makes my face look dark. So I'm going to try to limit my movements this video and make sure that the quality stays, quality. But if it does get a little bit bad, a little spotty for you, hey, look, I gave you the heads up. But watch the video anyway, because I think I have some good information to tell you. But of course, before I get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because help me out a little bit. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, of course, for all those who don't know, I definitely go to NCAT. It's G-Ho week, which I find kind of ironic because while everyone is outside partying, I'm kind of in here recording a video. But trust me, it's not going to be that bad. It's going to be another party tomorrow that I'm probably going to go to. But either way, the biggest question I get is school harder? My answer for that is yes and no. You need to really learn how to manage your time. There are a lot of great high school students with crappy and terrible time management. I'll be honest. Classes are a lot shorter, which means you need to give them your full attention, bro, because these teachers are going to move fast and they're not going to wait on you to catch up. Studying is also something you're going to have to do. I'll be honest, I didn't study at all during high school and middle school and elementary school because I'll be honest, bro, I didn't have to study. I just go in, do my test, get a 60 on it, then go be like, well, get a 90 on the next test, get a 90 on the next test, and then that would be that. But you kind of can't get away with that in college. You can't be lazy. You have to study at least a little bit. And personally, between me and you guys, I still don't study that much. I'll just be very, very honest with you. And also establishing a routine and having friends that you can study with or just have things in common with or go to lunch with. That's another thing. Trust me, you don't want to be the social reject, bro. You don't want to be the weird guy that nobody wants to hang out with. No one wants to be the main character in a conversation that involves, oh my god, that guy's weird, he's not a people person, and then you come and everyone's staring at you. We've all been in that situation before, is what I'm saying. You come in, everyone's staring at you, everyone's like, that guy, no one wants to be around that guy. You don't want to be that person, bro. Get yourself some friends, get out of your little dorm, please. Just do it, all right? I know I had problems with it earlier in my college life that's literally lasted less than a semester, but you get the idea. Please get out, establish a routine, make some friends, and there's also nothing wrong with asking for help. I will be honest, as pretty much an all-A student for my entire career, somebody who has successfully recorded this YouTube channel, I'm pretty shitty at asking for help. I'll just be honest. When you're so good at something, you become crappy at asking for help because you think you can just go in and be immediately good and be immediately the best player ever or the best student ever or the best recorder ever. And I'm here to tell you that that is not how it works. And if you don't ask for help in college, you're going to be asking for a lot of second chances because you're not going to know how to do some stuff. You're just going to stand there and expect it to come to you. Bro, it doesn't work that way. Put your pride aside and go ahead and get some help. Now, for the next thing, I know a lot of you guys are probably concerned about dorm life. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to live with a roommate. This is going to be terrible. I want to stay in my own room. And my response to you is, suck it up, bro. All right? It really ain't that bad. Your freshman year, you're going to have a roommate. I'll just be honest with you. I have a roommate. His name is Nick. He's super cool. You're going to have a roommate, dog. And eventually, you're going to really adjust to it. It's going to be almost like they're not there. You stay on your side of the room. That person stays on their side of the room. I still stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning playing the Xbox just as I would if I was at home in my own bed. You'll get used to it, dog. It's not as hard of an adjustment as you think. Trust me. Now, also, please get shower shoes. Respect your roommate and yourself. Nobody wants to have their bare feet on that very terrible, disgusting, and probably yeast-infested shower floor. There's no telling what people have done in there, bro. Like, look at me. There's no telling what people have done in there. But just keep it pushing, all right? Just keep it going. Get yourself your shower shoes, get undressed, get in the shower. That's that concern. Stay hygienic. You don't want to be smelling like crap, bro, especially if you're a guy. You're probably going to be getting at girls. That's just how the college life works, unless you're in a relationship like me. I'll get into more of that later. But you don't want to be stinky, bro. You don't want to be smelling like must all day. That's disgusting. I'll let you know that right now. You're 18, 19 years old. You're a big boy or a big girl now, bro. Nobody wants to smell your body yeast and must and terror all day. Nobody wants that. So as far as dorm life, you'll get used to it, suck it up, stay hygienic, and please get shower shoes because you don't want that athlete's foot, bro. That is not nice to have. Now, another thing that goes on a lot in college is adult activity, for lack of a better term. YouTube, I don't want to get demonetized, which is why I used adult activity, but you guys know what I mean. Please be safe, wrap things up. Men, think with the head above your shoulders and not the head below your shoulders. Dog, please just be clean. Once again, STDs and STIs are a really real thing. And they're also they're really disgusting. They're nasty, all right? I went out to somebody a couple days ago and they had, the little bump on their lip and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want that either. It's not a great thing to have, bro. So as far as I'm concerned, you just need to be safe. You can get anything you want, whether it be a contraption or whether it be, a rubber. Again, can't say that because YouTube is going to demonetize me if I say some of these words, but you get what I'm saying. Please get some sort of education in the human health field before you decide to go on out there and, be whatever you want to be. You need to get some education. You need to know what the heck you're doing. You need to know how to put that rubber on. You need to know how to apply that contraction. You need to know how to take that birth control, ladies. All of that, you need to know that. So please get some education on the subject and be freaking clean. Nobody wants a dirty person in their bed with them sharing very personal interactions. Now that I'm done with that, the next thing is relationships. Again, same thing applies. Now, a long distance relationship, something that I also happen to be in, I'll be honest, it's a tough freaking predicament, bro. Nobody wants to go through it, but trust me, and my dad's helped me out a lot with this. You can trust your partner, bro. I understand cheating's a big thing. I understand all that's a big thing. But bro, you're going to have to let loose and be your freaking self. I'm just going to be honest. You're going to have to let loose. You're going to have to let that person live their lives. You're going to have to live your own life. You guys are going to be just fine. It's not as hard as you think. It's only as hard as you make it. If you trust each other, if you keep communicating, if you get on the phone, set designated times, all that kind of stuff. If you do that, you're going to be just fine. Now, if you don't do that and you're a shitty communicator and you're cheating on your girlfriend, then you probably shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place. I'll just be honest with you. It ain't for everybody to do. But if you are in it for the long haul, if you're locked in, if you're in love or whatever, then please take the necessary steps and precautions to stay that way. And of course, everyone's also going to ask, does high school matter? And I'll be quite honest with you. Once you get to college, nobody really gives a damn what you did in high school. I'll just be honest. What, you were the best athlete in high school? Great. No one cares. Prove yourself here. What, you gave the speech at your high school graduation? Congratulations. Clapping hands. Awesome. But you're in college now, so no one cares. What, you got all A's in high school? Graduated at the top of your class? Oh my God. No one cares at all. Also, please be smart about high school. Prioritize getting college credits over AP classes. I understand AP classes raise your GPA, but once again, when you go to college, you're going to want to get those prerequisites out of the way. Right now, I'm not struggling with those, but I'd rather not have to take them. So go ahead and prioritize those dual enrollment classes over those AP classes. I didn't know that in high school, and as a result, I'm over here taking baby prerequisites as a freshman, and nobody wants to do that. Also, apply for scholarships. I had two great counselors back in my high school named Ms. Thompson and Dr. Brakefield, along with my principal, Dr. Powell. They were all really, really amazing. Special shout out to them. Please use the resources you have at your disposal. Again, don't be the social reject. Don't knock on their door and just if you need some, get to know your counselors. Get to know your academic advisor in college. Get to know all of that stuff. Because trust me, when push comes to shove, and when those scholarships start coming out, that shit's going to be really important. You're going to need that. I'm going to be honest. You're going to need that. You're going to need those connections. You're going to need that networking. So please, please get to know your counselors. get to know those scholarships in your state, get to know how much money it takes to go to these schools, because I actually got one of the bigger scholarships at University of Southern California. But one of the reasons I didn't go is because it would still literally cost me over $60,000. Yes, California prices are freaking ridiculous, but you get the point. When you get those scholarships, you get those opportunities, most of the time, those opportunities are going to come through other people. So please get to know other people. A very small percentage of your high school friends going to the next thing are going to be friends for the rest of your life. I'll be honest. You're going to go right into college, and high school is gonna almost be like something you, I won't say forget about, but it's gonna be something you transition from. You know, you're older now, you get a new group of friends. It's the same thing with me. I have a group of friends in college, but my boys in high school, you know, they still my boys. We don't talk every day anymore. We don't interact every day anymore, but they're still my guys. So you can still have friends in high school. You can still do that, this, that, and the third. But I'll be honest, a lot of those friends in high school, dog, you're going to transition. You're going to grow up. You're only going to take a couple of those guys with you to be friends with you for the rest of your life. And you never know. Maybe that changes for you. But for me, that's been my personal experience. Now, for the next thing, it's parties. And I'll be honest, dog, I'm not the biggest partier, but I've actually been to a couple. And a lot of people tell you that they're fun, they're amazing, get to drink, get to dance. But what they don't tell you is that it could literally become the most stressful setting in history if you don't do things right. Please, don't drink or smoke for the first time at a party. That's a very dumb thing to do. Please don't get too drunk or a little too high at a party. That's also a pretty dumb thing to do. Also, be safe. People will lace you. People will, drop the little pill in your drink, just like you see in the movies, except it's probably going to be invisible, something you can't smell, and then you'll pass out and probably end up God knows where, right? So you don't want to end up there. Be respectful to others and yourself, and always know when to leave, bro. Know when to leave. If it doesn't feel right, if you see a little guy, walking around looking a little shady, and you're like, yeah, I've never seen that guy over here before, it's probably time for you to get the hell out of there. So leave. Go. There's always going to be another party, bro. You don't have to rush. And also, do your work, bro, all right? Nobody likes a lazy student, not a teacher and not other students who are trying to get their work done, bro. Do your work before you go to a party. There's always going to be another party. Unless it's like G-Ho and homecoming week at NCAT, then, maybe that work can wait. But I'm just kidding. Seriously, please get your work done before you go to all these parties. And lastly, please just relax, dog. One of my biggest fears was leaving home. I'm from Atlanta, a way bigger city than Greensboro. And I was like, man, I'm probably going to be bored to hell out of my mind. I was completely wrong. However, leaving home, it's made me love my city so much more, but it's also made me love my HBCU despite the questionable Wi-Fi at times and not being able to record videos. You really do grow a love for your college, bro, especially if you go to HBCU. And I'll tell you this, bro. I'll tell you, the facts. If you are African American, this shit right here is the best place for you. I'll be honest. It is the best place you can possibly go. You're going to learn things you won't learn at any other school. It could be Howard. It could be Morehouse. It could be NCAT, wherever. Now, of course, I'm always going to be an NCAT advocate. That's just, the bias in my heart because NCAT's always going to have a spot right there. But you're going to love your college, bro. You're going to love your college. And if you're African American, this is the best place for you to get an education. I'll just be honest. But of course, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I really hope this did help somebody today. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, guys. Help me out a little bit. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching.